Okay. Alright, first up, I just want to say all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Yakakwadash, and double honors to the apostles and to the elders of Great Stone. Peace and salutation to all the Akim out there do this work in all sincerity and all truth. Shalom to the elect. Alright, this is the Akai War from GMS Jamaica, coming at you with another lesson. And this lesson that I want to go in basically what took place yesterday, cause right now it's Tuesday, 1:40 a.m. in the morning, according to Esau timing, you know. So basically, this took place yesterday over there in the Middle East. Then basically, you know, Esau love committees pseudo sciences, man, or pseudo events, or is false events, or whatever, man, to try and trick the face, or try to trick the ignorant masses, man. Scripture tells that the man that wandereth out of way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. So actually trying to trick the walking dead among our people and the rest of these nations, man. Yes. So basically, they say that they have a peace deal over there, you know, in basically the Middle East, where Hamas release some hostages and basically Israel release the prisoners, the Palestinian prisoners. Basically, as men of the Lord, when we see events like this happen, we don't really get, get excited when we see things like these, like other people do, man. Because guess what? It's the spirit of Yahweh Shemiyashai rest upon us, and we know the situations regarding the time. Zin, and as I would like this one, when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction. Zin. So if you see the so-called white man actually come out and say it's peace, it's time for peace, man. Hey, we're not working with his narrative, man, because we know according to the script, which is the holy book, that this is not the time of peace, and they are not the one who orchestrate then what's going to take place in the earth, man. It's all in the will and power of Yahweh Hashem Yashai. So we work with Yahweh Hashem Yashai according to the script, man. And as we as men of the Lord know, man, the scripture says we are not ignorant. If the scripture says least Satan should get an advantage of us, going back to 2 Corinthians 2:11, least Satan should get an advantage of us. We are not ignorant of his devices, all his plans that he put together, then making you think that, hey, everything is okay when it's not. All right, we know who orchestrates everything that take place in the earth, man. This is Daniel 4 and verse 17. He says, this matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the watchers are who? The prophets of Yahweh Hashem Yashai, man. Zin? Yeah? The messengers are the Lord, yeah? And the demand by the word of the holy ones to the intent that the living are who? The ones who receive this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. That's why I quote this the precept from Proverbs 21 and 16 earlier. The man that wandereth out of the way of the understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. Because the ones who don't understand what the scriptures are talking about are not get, the understanding of the scriptures, are the dead among our people. That's why even the Lord Yahweh Shai did said, let the dead bury their dead. Yes. Referring to the ones who not forget this, then are in a dead state of mind according then to what's going on. Alright. That the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, then, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and set it up over it. Zin, the basis of men. Zin, so the scripture says the Lord is the one who declare the end from the beginning. Let's see if we can find that precept. Alright. Not the so-called white man, yeah? Is the one that declaring what's going on the earth, man. He's just a pawn. Zin? Yeah, the so-called white man is just a pawn in the Most High's game, in the Most High's chess. Game of chess, man. Zin? Says this is Isaiah 46 and 9. He says, remember the former things of old. I am Yahweh, and there is none else. I am Yahweh, and there is none like me, declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. And that's Yahweh Hashem Yoshai's work to do his pleasure, man. Zin, that's Yahweh Hashem Yoshai. Zin, thing to do his pleasure. It's not the so-called white man. So when the so-called white man gonna come to you and tell you that peace is in the Middle East, man, according to the scripture, there will be no peace on this side until this kingdom fall, till the so-called white man kingdom fall. As it is written, Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it. See? So I'm just going to get into this article, and it says Clinton and Biden hail Trump for Gaza peace deal. It says the former U.S. president and Republican said, U.S. president said the Republican deserves credit for mediating an end to the war in the Middle East. There's no end to this war in the Middle East, man, because this is where World War III is gonna kick off, man. There's some narratives gonna come up, man. They are gonna find some way to attack Iran, because Israel. So these Israelis are, small at intent is to bring down Iran, man. Zin? And there's no peace when the so-called white man is in rulership. Zin? Scripture tell you that when they me get it in Proverbs 29 and verse 2. He says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. And now the people in the earth are not rejoicing. They are in a state of mourning, because guess what? The righteous are not in authority. The wicked is in authority. The wicked is in rulership now. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. Yes, everybody's mourning, man. Financially, economically, hey, everywhere you check, man, people are in devastation. The people alive are in a devastating situation, man. You know? So nobody's on the earth that is living a comfortable life except among the elite, and even them are in a state of worry. See? Even them are the ones that are shaken, because the things that them see are come up on the earth. See? They are the ones when they are in despair. See? Right now, the scripture says great fear fell upon them when them see us, see the prophets, because them know that when them see the prophets, because nobody think these men that rule in this kingdom, especially the top elites, the top banking elites, don't understand what the scriptures are talking about, man. It's just that their heart is so heavy full with pride, they think that them can turn the table in a feed them way. And it's not like that, man. It's what Yahweh Hashem Yoshai says. Yeah. See? Jump to 16. It says, when the wicked are multiplied, transgression increase, but the righteous shall see their end. And now I see their fall. And now we seen the fall. Now we seen their fall, man. So when them gonna come up with this narrative that peace, no, man, there shall be no peace. See? In this time, Scripture tells us that there's a time for it. There's a this is Ecclesiastes 3:1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. And guess what? See? A time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which was planted. And now is the time to pluck up the so-called white man kingdom. So when he's gonna come with peace, man, he's pushing a false narrative on the people, on the ignorant masses, man. See? Thinking that there's gonna be peace. But whereas the prophet of Yahweh Shemir Shai is here to tell you that there's no peace gonna come for you. The only peace is gonna come is when you are taken apart by pieces, and then your kingdom is fallen, is plucked up, and then the kingdom of Yahweh Shemir Shai is being established. See? With King David at the hem, Yahweh Shai, then King David, the apostles, and the rest of the elect under. That's when true peace is gonna come for our people on the earth, man. And that's when the earth is gonna be at rest. When this so-called white man is taken down. Now is not the time. See? Now is the time for great wars. See? And a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance. See? A time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones. See? A time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. A time to get and a time to lose. A time to keep and a time to cast away. A time to rend and a time to sow. A time to keep silence and a time to speak. And we are speaking now. The trumpet is giving that sound. And the trumpet is telling you, the trumpet is making the sound to show you that, hey, prepare for war. It is not time of peace. A time of love, a time to love and a time to hate. A time of war and a time of peace. So you see it? A time of war have to come first before the time of peace. So guess what? We're not the time of war, not the time of peace, man. And it's evident. You're gonna say you're gonna talk about peace in the Middle East when you still have war in Ukraine and Europe. It's still about Europe and Russia are the NATO, a European Union and Russia is about to kick off a greater war than what's going on in Ukraine. See? That's a false narrative, man. Or you say we should say the pseudo science with the so-called white man is working, man. And the minds of the people. Thinking that what them say today is peace. No. It's not the time of peace, man. It says former US President Bill Clinton and Joe Biden have praised, incumbent Donald Trump for the role in negotiating a ceasefire and prisoner swap between Israel and Hamas. Trump and the mediators from Qatar, Turkey, signed a ceasefire on Monday in Sharm el Sheikh in Egypt, Sinai Peninsula. I am grateful that a ceasefire have taken hold. That the last 20 living hostages have been freed, and that desperately needed aid has begun, to flow into Gaza. Clinton said in a statement on Monday, yeah, President Trump and his administration Qatar, other regional actors. You see what the word up say? Actors. Actors. People that do acting do something under false pretense, man. You know them actors deserve great credit for keeping everyone engaged until the agreement was reached, he added. Yeah. See, this is what is taking place, man. And them think that narrative that been being pushed about peace, man. When the scripture that we stick to, man, the word of Yahweh shall tell you, man, that there shall be no peace. Because we know what's coming. See? Ezekiel 7 and 25. It says, destruction cometh, and they shall see peace, and there shall be none. Yes, because we are not living in a time of peace. See? We are living in the time of war. See? It says, mischief shall come upon mischief, and rumors shall come upon rumors. Then shall they seek a vision of the prophet, but the law shall perish from the priests, and the counsel from the ancients. They're gonna seek a vision of the prophet, even among our people, man. The destruction is coming, and them will look peace. And a lot of people now rejoicing. I run up and down and talk about peace, peace, peace. Yes, and start praise Donald Trump. See? For getting the job done. But the job of reaching peace is not half start. Because guess what? Hey, we haven't reached certain prophecies to be fulfilled as yet. The MOTB is still there. And World War III. And that is inevitable. It has to come. And where World War III is going to begin? In the Middle East, man. In the Valley of Decision. That's where Lords are prepared. Then, so all these things we see happen right now. Let me just bring up this news report. Then, fair use, you know. This is just for edification lesson. Edification purpose. Yeah. Alright. My channel is not monetized to bring to earn money. Then it's just for edification purpose, yeah.
Tonight, we are live in Israel for the historic events here and across the region. The last of the living Israeli hostages finally free, as President Trump declares a historic dawn of a new Middle East. The emotional homecomings after more than 2 years in captivity. Hostages racing to their parents, siblings jumping into the arms of their family, fathers clinging to their sons. We were there with the crowds as the nation learned they were free. Thousands cheering as helicopters carrying them flew by. President Trump on the ground here, the hero's welcome he received, his triumphant speech to Israel's parliament, and the signing ceremony he oversaw. Why he says this will be a lasting peace. Plus the thousands of Palestinian prisoners and detainees freed, now home, as questions grow about how Gaza will...
Hey, you see that? He said this will be a lasting peace, man. This ain't no peace, man. This is just something take place for another false flag. See? Maybe you hear that Iran make an attack and or something, or somebody else make an attack, and it's another thing, man. And all these people you see around and jump up on each other, man. These are just actors, crisis actors, man. See? These people are not people that were in captivity, and them even look malnourished. Them are show some of them skinny and you know that, and all them things, man. Hey, we're not ignorant of these things, and we see them, man. Yeah, these people are happy people. When you look on them, yes, you can see they are actors, man. See, them. I wish them should have get a Oscar for this acting, and some of them even can act that great. You see? So, hey, them not deserve shit, man. But we are here as men of the Lord to tell you that, hey, what you see happening here, man, is just something to play on the mind of the ignorant ones, man. Because there will be no peace. And the scripture tell you that, man. I will stick to the script 100%. We follow the words of Yahweh Hashem Shai to the fullest. Zin? So the book of 1 Thessalonians 5 and 1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, you have no need that I write unto you. Because scripture says, let no man deceive you. Zin? Let no man deceive you, man. Zin? For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. Yes. And we don't see the day of the Lord yet. Because we know what the day of the Lord is going to be like. See? Scripture tell you. Amos 5 and 18. See, you flee from a bear and a lion met you. You went inside the house, lean on the wall, and a serpent bit you. The day of the Lord will be darkness and not light. See? For when they shall say peace and safety, yeah, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. Prophecies are fulfilling upon the earth, man. And a part of the prophecies that are fulfilling now, is that war is coming. The whole authoritarian system, the digital age, digital ID system, the beast system is being set up, or it already put in place for most nations to bring forth the MOTB, which is the digital device to be implanted under the skin. You have worse wars that are gonna take place. Civil war. America is under a federal lockdown right now, and a lot of people are losing their jobs. And you're telling me that peace? You're talking about peace in the Middle East, when the Middle East is a war-torn place. You have America and China going at it, America and Russia, Turkey over there. So when you see all these leaders come together over there, man, this is just a narrative to play on the mind and the ignorant masses, man. Listen to what the prophets of Yahweh have to say, man, about what's coming. But ye brethren are not in darkness, that they should overtake you as a thief. Ye are all children of light, and the children of the day. We are not of the night, nor of darkness. We are children of the night and not of the day, man. So we know what's coming. The scripture tell you about the day of the Lord. You know the time, you know the voice of the day of the Lord. The prophets are the voice of the day of the Lord, man. That's when you go to the book Zephaniah 1 and 14. The great day of the Lord is near. See it? It is near. It is near and hasteneth greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord. Of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yoshai. The voice of the day of Yahweh. The mighty man shall cry there bitterly. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble, a day of trouble, distress, a day of wasteness, a day of desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness. That's what the day of the Lord is like, man. So you're going to tell you about that peace, and you're going to be peace forevermore. See, when the scripture is telling you something different, that war is gonna come, a day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers, when these missiles are coming in, the ICBMs, warred. China the other day tell America that them have a bomb name, them have a ICBM name 61. It carries 60 warhead plus one hydro bomb, and it can reach anywhere on the planet in 20 minutes, and it cannot be intercepted by no defense system. See? And them say them can obliterate America and destroy America and tear America apart. See? And these talks are making in the hurt, and people thinking that Trump going down there in the Middle East, and them say them release hostage, so-called hostage, just like the thing with them the cast from back in the 1945, today you see a man pan this I say in captivity for 400 odd days. Look at our people over 400 odd years now, almost 500 years. We've been under this tribulation, man. See? And you're talking about 400 odd days? Esau, you're going to get 1,000 years of this that's coming, man. See? And I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against Yahweh, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung. See? Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of Yahweh's wrath, but the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy, for he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land. And that's in the land of where? America. The whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy. And the fire of the Lord's jealousy is what? The thermonuclear missiles. The Lord said him create the smith. Zin? Him create the smith to bring forth an instrument. And him create the waster to destroy. So the waster is the ICBM missiles, man. And that instrument is the ICBM missile that the Lord is that him put the blessings of the sword upon Esau. Zin? To take peace from the earth. That's what the scripture tell him, man. This man never put upon the earth to bring peace. So all Donald Trump I come with the narrative of peace to you. This is not, it wasn't given to him to bring peace. Peace and war is from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yoshai. Zin? The Lord is the one that bring this. Zin? Yeah. The scripture tells that Psalms 4 and 11. It says, Thou art worthy, O Lord, to receive glory and honor and power, for thou hast created all things, and for thy pleasure they are and were created. And that's it. The Lord created all things, man. Man we see upon the earth, the Lord created them. So everything we see get done on the earth, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yoshai created them, man. And Yahweh, the so-called white man, was created for a purpose. He wasn't created to bring peace. Donald Trump, the Edomites, wasn't created to bring peace, man. So these men are push false narrative on the people, because that wasn't his duty, man. See? He's gonna be the war president. That's the article, man. They must say never get the peace. What that let me see if I can find the article and bring it up. I think me have to go in the I'm not gonna find it on this. So like yeah. See if I can find it on my other device. Yes. Just wait me a few. Alright. says here from RT News. It says, will Trump become a war president after missing out on the Nobel Prize and the Nobel Peace Prize? Will the US leader opt for military intervention over cool diplomacy after being snubbed for the prestigious Norwegian award? You see it? So basically, you never get it. You never get the Nobel Peace Prize. So will he become he's a war president, man. Nero Trump. So basically, his job wasn't to bring peace, man. It's Revelation 6 and 4. You see? And there went out another horse, which horse means power. You see? That was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. Yes. So these men wasn't put on the earth to bring peace, man. See? He was put here to take peace from the earth. See? So all them push Donald Trump like he's this president that bring peace to the Middle East. And everything is peace around him, man. That's false narrative, man. So the science to take peace from the earth. See? And that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. Going back to Genesis. When Esau cried for the blessing. And his father said, blessing. He said, by thy sword thou shalt live. See? And the fatness of the earth. You're gonna get. So that's what was that time Esau was blessed with the sword, man. And who is Esau today? The so-called white man. No matter what nobody wants to say, we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai, the scripture has shown us who is the so-called white man today, man. He's a man of blood. The scripture saying love blood. Benjamin Netanyahu is a man of blood. See? These men are not men of peace. When them say when them say peace, a war in them heart. See? Them words, yeah. That's why the scripture say never trust thine enemies. Ecclesiasticus 12 and 10. It said never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. In wickedness can't change, it can't hide. See? So like if you shine off a piece of iron today, and you put it back in the elements, it's the rust, it start getting rust again. And so the so-called white man stay. No matter how him try to cover up in wickedness, see? Or him evil intent, it is gonna show. In colors gonna come out, him can't hide. It says, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been together wiped away. Yes. So basically, let us jump down here, man. 16. See? An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. And you have to know the heart of war. As a man on the earth, you have to know the heart of war, man. See? You have to know. See? All praise to Yahweh Shai for giving us the knowledge, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. See? To see these things, man, to open our eyes to our understanding to what's going on, man. So when these men say peace, we have what? Where we go? We go to the scriptures, man. This is our script that we use to measure the time diligently and measure how things going on the earth. See? If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. And though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee. He will shake his head and clap his hands and whisper much and change his countenance. That's a so-called white man for you, man. See? So no matter what him say, peace, peace, peace. See? In his heart, in his mind, is war. They were drawing sword. See, me just get a precept there also. What they do a lesson, I bring it out tonight. We can bring it out again. Since we know this narrative, man. Salakia. Psalms 55. My bad. This is Psalms 55 and verse 20. He says, he had put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He had broken his covenant. And that's it. Talk a white man for you. This is a covenant where I'm signed today, you know, with the leaders of the Arab nation in Egypt. The covenant for peace in the Middle East. By the time 2 to 3 months time. We're not even get so long. In a couple of days, you're gonna hear that something else break out in the Middle East, man. See? All these things, it's gonna take a bitter turn. See? He said, the words of his mouth are smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn sword. Yes. They're gonna come speak sweet now. But guess what? Later on, you're gonna hear of something different. Some false narrative, some false flag, or something gonna take place in the Middle East again. And then you hear say, all hell pop loose. Yeah. Down there again. See? So nobody watch what the so-called white man say. This is not the time of peace, man. Because when Yahushua thought, Yahushua never tell us, say, him come to bring peace. Not even the Lord said this. It's a fire is already kindled. What is that? What is that? He said the Lord said the fire already kindled. See? So what these men are say? For them narrative, not really gonna work. Let me see if I can find a precept. I think somewhere in a Luke, but you know, just bear with me a few. Alright, this is Luke 12 and 40 and 49, and this is what Yahushua said. He says, I am come to send fire on the earth. Then fire from the chariots and the thermonuclear firemen. Then on the earth. And what will I, if it be already kindled? It is already kindled. Yeah. It is already kindled, so you can't change. The Lord said never come to send peace, but division. Zin? A time of war now. Zin? We ain't at the time of peace. We ain't the last days. Yahushua did show us already, man. Matthew 24. Zin? I go for the precept them, man. We'll bring them out. This is Matthew 24 and verse 3. And as he sat up on the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? And that the word world here, going to the Greek word aeon, which means an age at the time. We're not be there another kingdom here. We're not be there another rulership here. See? And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. The man of sin is going to be revealed first, and the man of sin will get revealed now, which is the so-called white man. See? When them increase, iniquity are bound to come up on the earth, man. He says, For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, or we say the anointed, or whatever is there, man. See? And shall deceive many. And he shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. And that what scripture say. It says wars and rumors of war. I never tell about you hear of peace in the last days. So when you hear anybody come and say peace, no. Listen to what the prophets of Yahweh have to say, man. The prophets have been a fool of been and been before me and been. I get a precept there too. Because too much precept is here to show you that what the narrative, what them a push, is not according to what Yahweh said, man. See? And he shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdoms against kingdom, and there shall be famine and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. And now you see it. That's what these things represent, man, the beginning of sorrow. Second Ezra, the prophet Ezra said, woe is me, woe is me. Who will deliver me in those days? Because him see the devastation, the situation will come up on the earth, man. See? All the race war, the tension. See? The time of Jacob's trouble, that not come yet. The narrative of peace, we see them a push now. It's no peace, man. It's just a band-aid them a put on a big sore. When later on it just gonna peel off and go so boom. And drop off. And then the sore just broke out again. And get bigger. That's what's gonna happen, man. All them push the narrative of peace. There's not gonna be any peace, man. On this side until Yahweh return and set things straight on the earth. That's when true peace is gonna come. See? Now is the time of war. What the prophets of old did. Jeremiah 28 and 7. Listen. Nevertheless, hear thou this word that I speak in the ears and in the ears of thy people, of the people. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesy both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence. And that's what is coming. War, evil and pestilence. The prophet that which prophesy of peace, which is your friend Donald Trump, know what they tell about peace and all of them and all of the other false prophets, man. Whether they want to be in them churches or whatever, man. See? Because this a feed them pan the something there, you know. Pan the side, pan the left hand side. Them of them prophets, you know. Just like how Yahweh Shemeshai feed prophets pan the right hand. See? Well, Yahweh Shemeshai prophets are telling you, man, is that we're not in the time of peace. He said the prophets which prophesy of peace, when the word of the prophets shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known that the Lord hath truly sent him. And we see the word that come to pass. Everything what the Lord says. He said, measure all the time diligently. When you shall see your uproars of the people in the world. Signs in the heavens. Like we matter about the tree atlas now. And all them different signs. The blood moon. These things the scripture tell you about. See? Different narratives, man. We measuring the time diligently. I will tell us by measuring the time, we see that it is a time of war. After the time of war, then peace shall come. When the so-called white man get take out a power. See? Scripture tell about the king of Babylon. Isaiah 14. Me see me can bring that precept there. For sure I said the younger time peace are gonna come when this man get take out in power. In power seat. In power structure get take down. Then Isaiah 14 and 5. Then Yahweh hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. Yes. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke. He that ruleth the nations in anger is persecuted, and none hindereth. Who smote the people in wrath? The so-called white man, which where that nation or you have to come from. You see the bombings them are going on in Gaza. You see the city them down the flat. Look how we're going in a World War II coming up. The Cold War. All of them wars, man. Who are the man behind all of them wars? The so-called white man, man. Zin? Start with the top banking elites them come down. Zin? Them are the one. Where you see are going on in Ukraine, Russia now. It's so much city I get flattened. What going on over in the Middle East, bro? The people in Gaza, them city flatten. Them will on from board so-called 30 hostages themselves. And you see the devastation what happened to them place. Who smote the people in a rat, man? Yes. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. they break forth in singing. People are gonna get happy when this man get taken out. So nobody thinks because they hear them as a peace in the Middle East. See, these people were happy, man. Nobody was not happy now. Because when they go back home to their home, when they go home to them to go back to where they come from in Gaza, nothing know when they for them live. So how you gonna bring peace to people and have a home? See? Where the happiness gonna come from? Yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no fella is come up against us. Yes. See it? That will show you say everybody gonna break forth and singing, they're gonna happy. The nations are gonna glad when the sons of God get put back. See? You know the power seat, man. You see it? Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It is stirred up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It hath raised up from thee, from their thrones, all the kings of the nations. Yeah. It says, all they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? Yes, because right now them tell us a peace down there. The people are in a devastation. Donald Trump, Netanyahu, and them, all of them left Ghana, them yard. All the leaders of them nations, Qatar, Israel, and Egypt, and all them places are gone home. Yeah, the people them down there have devastation still. Zin? Yes, the whole of them down there have devastation. Them gone to them nice, comfortable home. Yes, them alright and thing. Zin? The so-called white man. Him comfortable in a film seat. Now also him right now in a film event. Zin? Yes. That's why people must say the world come like unto us. Weak. You're gone down. Because you're in your heaven, you're in your power seat. Zin? Thy pump is brought down to the grave. The noise of thy vials. The worm is spread under thee. And the worms cover thee. Yes. Yeah, the disgrace. I will come down upon them, man. Then the scripture says, O art thou fallen from heaven, from your rulership, O Lucifer. Zin? Yes. O Lucifer. Zin? Just mean enlightened ones. And that's why you call them the Illuminatis or what they want to say. When them high seat, because them enlightened, them have a level of wisdom. But the knowledge of our wickedness is not wisdom, because for them, wisdom is not in our wickedness, man. Zin? For the wickedness. Zin? O art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning. O art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations. Yeah, you weaken the nations, you destroy the nations, man. Especially the nation of Israel. You destroy the Lord's people. And you have to pay for it, man. Yes. You weaken. Zin? For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh. Yeah, the stars of Yahweh is what? The nation of Israel. You exalt the throne above them. See? You're in the power seat now. You have the fat of the earth. You're in a rulership. It's talking to the so-called white man. That's why you can go in everybody nation and you bomb them nation. And guess what? No criminal court can come up against you. See? I can't come take you because you have power behind what you're doing. See? But there's an eternal judge that's going to take you down. Yahweh Shai say you're going to build and him going to throw down. And that's why they call you the bard of wickedness, man. See? The Lord had created what? Wicked for the day of evil. Not for the day of peace. You weren't created. Proverbs 4:16-4. The Lord had created everything for himself, even the wicked for the day of evil. He wasn't created for the day of peace. So nobody, when them say them bring them peace narrative, man. Hey, he wasn't created for this purpose, man. So Donald Trump around and come and say make peace in the Middle East. No, it wasn't his job to bring peace. The Prince of Peace is Yahushua. And that's when true peace is gonna come on the earth, man. When Yahushua return. For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. And that's in the North America right now. That's in the side of the north. You have all the poor men. Then I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. That's what I'm telling himself right now. That's why I said Donald Trump can't be so proud. Then, because these men think themselves to be God. Netanyahu. See? The top Achalans, the Achalan, it leads them up top. The banking, it leads them. The Rothschild, the Rockefellers, the Dupants and Geddes, the Oppenheimers, all of these top families, man. That's what them tell themselves. That's why you have Claude Schwabs and the whole of them can come out. Harry Finch. All of these men can come out and tell us about you're going to live happy and own nothing. Zin? Because them are the one we feel like say them are rulers of the planet and them are gods of the earth. Yeah. Zin? Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee and saying, is this the man? You see this? Is this the man? Say now tell about no spiritual demon Satan, man. See? When that time about Lucifer and people say it associated with the spiritual demon Satan. No. This the scripture said, this is the man. Is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms with your bombs? You make the earth tremble when you drop your bombs them. See? The earth tremble. that made the world as a wilderness and destroy the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners. Yes. You see it? You make the cities, you destroy the cities, you make the cities wilderness. Zin? You flatten the Gaza. Zin? Zin? You look out there upon the land of Gaza now, it look. Zin? When you go in Russia, you see all them cities flattened. Yeah? Zin? All the kings of the nations, even all them, lie in glory, everyone in his own house. And that's coming to the earth, man. So true peace is gonna come when the Lord Yahweh shall return to take down this man's kingdom. Yes. So no, we are not in the time of peace, but in the time of war. Joel 3:1. For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem. And Judah and Jerusalem is a representation of the southern kingdom and the northern kingdom. Then, so-called Negroes, Native American Indians, and Latinos, and the descendants of those people. Then, you know, many nations, tongues, and nations and people come out of the nation of Israel, man. Then we see it spread all over the entire globe. So you have other nations will look like our people, man. And some of our people will look like other nations. So it's you see the mix, you see it. So basically, that's it, man. I will also gather all nations, and I will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat. And Jehoshaphat in the Hebrew it's Yehoshaphat, which is in the Middle East. Zin? In the valley of Jehoshaphat, and I will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. See? So that is what is coming, man. Yes. We can jump to verse 9. What's truly coming? Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, not peace. Not as Donald Trump said, peace. The scripture saying something different. The Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, Zin, has said something different. Proclaim this among the Gentiles, prepare war. Wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Assemble yourselves and come all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about thither. Cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. And that's talking about the angels, because the angels are the ones who are creating the narrative. Zin, working on the minds of these kings. Earth, not the earth nor the sea, till I have sealed the servants of Yahweh Hashem Yeshai in their forehead, the four angels holding up the four winds. Cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the Eden be wakened, I war. Then, and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the Eden round about thither. Put in the sickle. The sickle are the instrument you use to reap, sharp instrument. Where you see the Grim Reaper, something like what the Grim Reaper have. That are the sickle men. The harvest is ready. Cut these nations down. Zoop. And use your gather in the the fruits them, you know? The plants. Yeah. So the Lord gather in the elect also. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come get you down, for the press is full. The fats overflow, for their wickedness is great. Because the Lord have trample him. And I'm anger right now. Yes. Multitudes in the valley of decision. For the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision. Yes. The sun and the moon shall be darkened, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. The Lord also shall roar out of Zion, and utter his voice from Jerusalem, and the heavens and the earth shall shake, but the Lord will be the hope of his people and the strength of the children of Israel. That's it. The Lord will be the hope of his people, because in that time come when the help of loose men. Scripture said the stars are going to withdraw them light. See? So we're in a time of war, and war is coming. Destruction is at hand. The scripture said them shall see peace, but destruction come. See? So we as men of the Lord understand what it is all about, man. It's all about to the law and to the testimony. Which the testimony of Yahweh is the spirit of prophecy. And prophecy have to fulfill. And the prophecies never tell us Donald Trump are going to bring peace in our Middle East. Yeah? We're going to hear of war. War is coming in the Middle East. World War III. The multitude in the valley of decision. All the armies are going to gather down there. See? The American army, them stink are going to come up with scripture say. So the scripture say, I remove fire from the northern army and bring them down into the valley. See? Down there, in the valley of Jehoshaphat, to destroy them. See? So you're going to see more and more US troops go down in there. Because something bigger going to happen. So nobody follow the narrative of when them say peace. I going to come for the Middle East. No. There will be no peace. For on this side, there will be peace when the kingdom of Esau is being thrown down and the kingdom of Yahweh Shai is built. Esau is the end of this world and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it. Stick to the script and understand the music. So with that, I just hope this lesson was edifying unto the elect, men, women, and children out there. Yeah. So that when I say all praises to Yahweh, Bashem Yoshai, Bashem Kodash, and double honors to the apostles and to the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to the elect. That's who the peace is gonna come for. The elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom.